Hello everybody, this is General Fredrik, and today we are doing a bit of an overview. This is the Soviet infantry pack, and all of these are the US infantry pack. So let's start. Oh yeah, this is from One Page Rules. I got it from, you can buy their activation tokens. So all of these, I think this one was 174 and the American one was 188. These tanks, let's see if you can see it. These tanks I found on Maker's World. I 3D printed them on my Bamboo Lab A1 mini printer, and then in the Victrix infantry pack I got these tank riders on the Soviet ones, so I just glued them on there, and it looks great. You can do this as well. They're I don't know what it's called, like you can just move them. It's great. So painting these miniatures, oops, that's the wrong one. Let's see. Painting all of these took about a day, maybe, or so. I haven't done anything with the bases yet because I don't know what would look like good thematically. I also have I have a bunch of different paints. I'll show you. I'm using something called speed paint. They're from Army Painter, and these are cheap and they look great, and they are sort of all in one. I don't know if you can see it here, but it says vibrant color, rich shading, and simple highlights in one coat. Apply over matte white color primer. And so that's what I did with this or these. It's like an army. But that's what I did. I'm gonna see if I can just zoom in a bit. There we go. Okay, there we go. I zoomed, or I focused the camera a little bit, and if you can see, I only used like 3 different colors because the Army Painter, when you paint them, it's like it shades and everything, and it looks really good. Even though I haven't painted that much, I'm like a beginner, so that's why I chose the speed paint, because I had no idea, like there's so many things to painting. There's like shading, there's like you put it on highlights, there's so many things. But this Army or speed painter, I mean, it just removed all the guesswork, and they look absolutely fantastic. So yeah, all of these I might do like a sort of maybe a bit of more abstract. I'll show you what I mean. I have painted these One Page Rules miniatures, and as you can see, the bases I got them from One Page Rules, but I have painted just like this because I looked up I think it was like called abstract paint or something like that. It's, you know, you just paint like just one place on the ground here on the base, so it looks like they're on like desert, but without like getting too much into like the details. I don't want to get bogged down painting constantly, so that's what I'm thinking about doing with these guys. So maybe instead of having like everything painted and everything out, these bases are also printed by me. I printed these myself on my Bamboo Lab. And I was thinking of using something like this. These, I don't think you can buy them anymore. These are the old versions. Battlefield Fieldgrass. And it looks, let's see. Oh god. It looks like this. So it's kind of like, it's not as fine as the other one. And then the other one that I have is called, well, it's painted over. Grass green. Well, that's it. Realistic. Well, something. Okay, so let's see. But this one is very, very, very fine. So it's like super fine. See that? It's crazy. So I was thinking of just doing like one of those. I'll show you on the ones that I made. So for example, this archer that I printed from, I think it was Bright Minis, on my, this is also on my FDM printer, and I also used the speed painter to just paint it real quick. I didn't use any primer or anything, but I also made like this this little base with just a bit of grass and then nothing else. And I painted the sides to make it look like a little bit better. And that's something that I kind of wanted to do with the 12mm, or these ones, the Victrix, because it's so easy to paint, and it's so quick, and it's so fast, and it's like cheap, and it's awesome. And also the paint is non-toxic, so that's just wonderful. And also you can see this one, for example. I printed these also from Maker's World, I think it was. So these are also, you can move them around. And these are also printed on my FDM printer. And you know, they fit perfectly with the, they look great. That's the thing about that I really like about this 12mm Wargaming, is that you can do so much with so little. Like just having, I played a, as you can see, as you can, this guy over here, that's an artillery unit or a mortar, and they were firing on top of this hill, and this hill, and I was using a one of these blast templates that I found on Thingiverse, and you know, in the old Warhammer, I think it was Warhammer, you know, you were like, oh, I'll shoot here, and then you had to roll a scatter dice. And that's basically what I did. I took the, oops. Oh yeah, these are also printed on from, I think it was Maker's World, maybe. They look so great, and it's so fast and easy to print as well. But yeah, using these as play, I mean, first of all, you get so much value for your money, because this is like this is just an entire army. And that's something that I also wanted to touch a little bit on. The costs for playing with, like for example, these guys, the one-page rules miniature, like these large 28mm, this is really, really expensive. And I was like, oh man, I have to buy so many things, and I have to use so much paint, and I have to use so much, it's going to take so much time and effort. And for me, it was like, there has to be some sort of like, there has to be like some people who use like injection molded and just be able to print this out for like pennies, or like less than $1 per model or something. And Victrix Limited does just that. These cost, I'll probably put up a link on the, or not a link, but an image, so you can see these cost like nothing. All of these units, all of here, 174 and then 188 units for like basically nothing. And then I got a starter pack for also like next to nothing. And look, I mean, look at how much stuff I already have, and these are printed just for free, and as well as the Shermans over there. And that's a little bit something that I wanted to do with Wargaming. I wanted to just, I mean, just getting an army painted and just put up like this, instead of having to pay so much for everything. And like you have to buy, what's that stupid thing with the codexes and stuff, where you have to be like, I mean, I know you can just download it, but I mean, it's much more fun to have like official pictures and like stuff. But it's a shame that it costs so much, and it changes all the time. So you have to buy a new one every single year or whatever it is. And then you have to have like different rule sets for different armies and blah blah blah. And that like takes the fun away from me. But with these guys, I found the 1 hour war games rule set for like people who don't have a lot of space or don't have a lot of units. Like for example, this table that I built, it's 202 centimeters wide, 133 centimeters in width. So from there to here, that's 133. Now I know not everybody can do that, because this table takes up an ungodly amount of space. I mean, here are some of the like terrain pieces. It's all the way over here, and like this is huge. I was using these for my 28 millimeters. I did this is also the one that I printed on my FTM printer, and then I just slapped some paint on it, speed paint, and I mean it looks fantastic. But like the amount of real estate that you have to be able to play like any sort of like larger 28 millimeters like combat is just insane. So if you're on the lookout for like even, here's another one that I found and painted as well. These are all free on Thingiverse, I think they were. I can't remember. But yeah, like, do you see the amount of space it takes? Like, it's massive, and yeah, that's a little thing that like a little thing that I kind of got tired of, like the amount of space that I have to have just to be able to like play with just like tiny plastic. I mean, we're not playing like serious war games. It's just like a bunch of stupid plastic units that you move around. It shouldn't cost like that much. Or I mean, that's just my opinion. But like, I don't like when it's like super expensive. And also because of that, I can print my own like wound tokens. So if somebody gets hit, you just put like down a token, and this costs nothing. So yeah, that's why I went with like 1 hour wargame rules, and then I just made them twist, or I changed them so that the instead of having like your entire army goes, then you shoot, and then the end turns, and then the next army shoots, because that's really boring. There's like no, it's like your army can just like almost cripple the enemy army before they can even do anything, and it's like, okay, well, what's the point of like me going next? Because then it's like, oh. So what I've done is I took 1 hour war games, changed it up, because in his book it says like, oh, you know, that's one of the things that he wanted to inspire other people, is that you make up your own rules. So I took 1 hour war games, changed it into basically 1-page rules back and forth activation, because that's something I really like, and that's actually made this a lot more fun. I played 2 games with these, and in 1 hour war games he has a table for generating armies. I'll show a picture of it up here. And basically you roll a die and then you get an army, and then you can just increase or decrease depending on how much you want. But that's also a thing that he was really like adamant about, is that you just fight with what you have, instead of like focusing on how many points you have, or how many lists, or like what list you have, or like, oh well, you can't bring this unit because you don't have the scout, blah 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 blah, and all that stuff. It's just go nuts. In one of my games that I played, I faced up, the enemy got the one that I played against rolled and got 4 tanks and then a bunch of infantry, and I got some machine gun, or like some like machine gun teams, some infantry and some mortars, and we fought over this hill right here. And like, because it was like not really balanced or anything, it was just so much fun trying to like figure out what to do, like where to go. Like this road here, in one of the scenarios, it was like, oh, you know, the enemy has taken the hill, and then you arrive from the road, or you arrive from the south side or the northern side, and then on turn 2 the rest of the army arrives, and blah blah blah. And it just created so much fun. It was like, oh, I have to do this, and then let's try this one, and let's see if this works. And then the army like shows up, and then you're like, oh god, I'm facing like a bunch of infantry and tanks and blah blah blah. And it was like, you know, even though it wasn't balanced, it was just fun. That's the thing that I really miss about a lot of these rules for like before. I remember when you had to buy like these packs with like these blast templates and stuff, and flamer templates. I don't know if that's still there. I stopped playing a while ago because everything was like just super focused on always being like, oh no, you have to be balanced, you have to be perfectly balanced. Everything had to be like perfectly balanced all the time, and I just really hated that, because there's like no surprises, because you know that, okay, this guy does exactly that much damage, or like mathematically it's just averages, so you can be like, oh well, this unit rolls for blah 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 averages against blah blah blah, and then blah blah blah. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's just math, and that's not really fun like in a war game. And that's why I'm playing with my own I cobbled together like Frankenstein monster of like all kinds of things. So I'm using rules from 1 hour war games, 1-page rules, and something else, I can't remember what it was, and then just make it a lot more fun. None of this like, oh, you have to use X amount of points per 100 blah blah blah, and it's like, you know, it's really boring. This is a lot more fun. I'm gonna show you like a little bit of I'm gonna play a game and then record it and see how well. It's going to be weird. I don't know how to do it. It might be a bit difficult actually, now that I think about it, because I have to zoom in. And but yeah, so like I wanted to like try and record like a fighting, and then they have like these things for like fighting solo, where you basically just put an AI in charge of stuff. And that's something that I kind of wanted to try to do and see what happens, you know, just because that's the thing with like, I hate how sterile everything has become. It's like, oh, well, this unit cannot do more than 0.45 average per roll, otherwise it's unbalanced, and actually it has to be like exactly perfect. Is this actually 1.4 millimeters away from this edge? Otherwise, I can't play this. So yeah, it's been too much of that crap. So I'm gonna show you like this chaotic rule set where nothing is balanced. You just roll for army generation, and then you just check for, and then you roll for off-map support, and then you just roll for blast templates. And shooting is also fun because it's 1d6 per model. So this unit does 1d6 damage, and then you check a table, because the 1 hour war games rule loves tables. It's tables for armor generation, it's tables for shooting, it's and then I just added a table for off-map support, and then a table for if you want to play like huge battles like this. I mean, I can field, oh man, this, I went 12 versus 12 last time, and it took like an hour or something to play, an hour 15, hour 20, and it's like, it's super fast, it's quick, convenient, and it's fun. But I can do like 24 versus 24 really easily, and still have a lot of units left. I think I can do like 15. I mean, it's crazy, and it's so much fun. So yeah, I'm definitely going to try like upload a video how to like segment it up. I don't know, it's really hard. I've never done this before, so this will be my first like try for it. But yeah, that was a little bit of rambling. I ramble a bit too much about the current state of gaming. I'm sorry. It just gets me so... I really like... I have a lot of like 28mm units, or miniatures, but like the more I thought about it, the more money and how much money I had to spend compared to like this. This is from Victrix Limited. And like the amount that I spend is nothing, and I have entire armies, and it's like great. I mean, I wish they'd do more like fantasy stuff, or maybe like more 12mm. I mean, they have a lot of stuff, but I wish they did do more. I mean, they're doing some like Napoleon and some whacking stuff, but yeah, like, but for like World War II, I mean, I can set up a huge scenario. I mean, just playing ahistorical is also fun. Like. The one that I played was the Soviet versus the Americans, and we just fought over a hill. Well, that's an oven mitt, but we fought over it because that represented a hill, and like that's a little bit thing that you have to do when you don't like have stuff. Just improvise and have fun. Yeah, I mean, I've been rambling too much now. I just wanted to show you these armies. And I realized that I didn't actually show you that much. Let me just go up and let's see here. Let's just focus in on a couple of them. So here, for example, are some American infantry. And they look great. I mean, it was so easy as well. You just slapped on some paint and just went ahead. Let's check out some more. These are mortars. Oh. And see, that's the thing. Even though they're so small and it's like this, they look great. And it's like, it's super easy, it's fun to do, it's cheap as well. That's the main thing, cheap. I don't want to spend like 1/3 of my paycheck just to get like 6 miniatures. So yeah, look at this. Look great. Oh my god. Just a little bit of paint, just like one, like for example, the primer that I bought, I just sprayed it's just one coat, because otherwise the details just get lost. And this is like, it's just one pass of the primer, and then you just paint, just a little bit of paint. That's all. It's super easy, super quick. None of this crap about having to have like you know, people that buy like these like magnifying glasses that you stick on your head, that you have to paint like super tiny little details for just one model. That's like, yeah, whatever, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry for rambling so much. It's just that I really don't like the state of the state of the miniature wargaming right now. It's also focused on just like buying all these things. So yeah, we get bazooka teams, we got people with Thompsons, we got people with ammo boxes, we got all kinds of stuff. Also, it seems that my videos just keep getting longer and longer and longer. I just keep rambling. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, this is the first one that I bought, or the first one that I painted. And as you can see, this guy has no primer on him. Do you see what a huge difference that makes? It looks so weird compared to the others. So yeah, definitely use primer if you're gonna use that. It was so weird, like he gets this like weird... I mean, it's wargaming. It's perfectly so. This like doesn't have to be super detailed. I don't have to like paint the pupils on every single one, or like paint all the rings, because you have a demon called 1000 rings of tiny loops and eyeballs, and then you have to paint them for like 50 hours for just one unit. I mean, this is perfect. That's all you need. Just a bit of paint, just some easy, and they're not flimsy at all. You can just throw them around. Because they're cheap. It's not... That's also one thing that I like. A lot of people online, like if you painted this one, for example, and people are like really angry, like if you touch the miniatures, and like that's a really shame, because I mean, these are like just plastic miniatures, but because they're so expensive and because it takes so much time, it's like, oh, please don't touch it, you might break it. And it's like, okay. Why does this have to be so expensive? And it's a shame, really, because it's like, I mean, people want to show off things. I mean, if you have something, you should be able to be like, oh, what's this? That's cool. And like not break it. And it doesn't have like I think this one costs like, I'm not really sure how much it is per model, but I can show it up here. So it's like, oh well, there you go. And that's a little bit something about wargaming as well, is that everything has to be treated like it's like oh, don't break it, oh, it's so expensive, oh, I spent like hours on this. It's like, well, why? Why does it have to be like that? Just here, look at all this stuff that I got. I got like armies for like $40. I think this was 40 something and this was $40. Perfect. Yeah, sorry for rambling. I know I'm just rambling all the time, but I just can't stop rambling. Well, anyway, that's my army. I hope you enjoyed this ramble slash weird showcase slash weird. I don't know exactly what it was. Rambling about rules, about miniatures, how much it cost, and everything. And also, by the way, it's fun rambling. Oh yeah, by the way, you can also download over there. There it is, all the way over there. Giant table. You see, scatter dice. Yeah, it's always fun throwing scatter dice and templates. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this horrible rambling of nothing. I'll see you in the next episode, where I will show you where I'll be playing with these.